Welcome. Rolling with bow.
Welcome to Denver, Colorado football fans. A great look at Empower Field here at Mile High Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Buffalo
Welcome, welcome.
and the Denver Broncos.
26, Denver Broncos. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. On the return, here's Ray Davis. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bills.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Going to the ground again on first. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bills have the first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Buffalo.
Where's that? 180!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
It's a gain of 10.
180!
Now the shotgun give to Cook. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's another Bills. First down.
180!
First and 10.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
A gain of 10 brings up
Third down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, third and long. Gets the first and more. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
What's that? Ready?
They go to him again. And this time he mixes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now Prater on to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Ready?
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Nix from the gun. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Gun handed off to Harvey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up their opening drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos start off well to tie things 7-7.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Ty Johnson now to return. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Ooh, they're on that one. Second down is going to end up in a loss of yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
That one's incomplete over the middle.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Ready.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ready.
It's Harvey straight ahead. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They take the handoff. Now Nix. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit. Keep points off the board.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's incomplete left side. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Ready.
Going on 4th. Here's Nix. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Allen now on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
Second down. Here's Allen again. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31.
That's good for a Bills first down.
180!
First and 10 at the
Throwing now on first down. Allen. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
He'll try and run this. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Bills have a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
What is that? 180!
Back to the air, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. Now Prater on to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Almost set! Ready! 180, 100!
On first down, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Almost set!
Here's Nix to throw. Throw finds Evan Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Khalil Shakir to return this one for the Bills.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So we have a one-score game. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the third quarter. Now Prater on to send it away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos, the running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Handoff headed right. It's Harvey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards. Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On third down, here's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Alert! Round 80!
Receiver in motion, going left. On first down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Cook. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that first down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Got a man. That's Kincaid. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So they get dings for the holding. You got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Denver set to take the field on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Oh, my son! Ready?
They give up the middle to Harvey. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Oh, my son! Ready?
Nix holds on to it. And keeping the zone read constant. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 6 yards to go here. It's third down.
Almost set. Ready.
To the air on third and long. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Almost set.
Giving this to Harvey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Almost set. Ready.
So we're through 3 here. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Almost set.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Almost set. Ready.
Harvey once more. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Ready. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
At the 43-yard line.
Almost set.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Trying for the deep ball. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Almost set. Ready. Ready. Set.
3rd and long for him here. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one hits for 30. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
27-yard line.
Almost set. Ready.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
5-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal.
Almost set. Ready.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Almost set.
They'll try and punch it in. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Almost set.
They're running with Harvey. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bills with a little more work to do to win it here. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now Allen. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted! Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos will have the football at the 35.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Denver ready for another offensive possession. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime.
Almost set. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Finds a seam down the middle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. He'll look to throw it. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
Back to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Almost set. Ready.
This is Harvey. And he gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be third down. So Buffalo's going to call his second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Almost set. Ready.
Throwing now. That one finds his man, Ingram. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Here he is to throw. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Now Allen off the play action. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line.
Alert!
Allen now on first down. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and goal at the
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those two fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Again, Allen to the air. And he's going to run in for two. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby. And that 2-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is. And ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son!
Nix from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Now the offense and Knicks coming to the line, looking to tack on two more.
Oh, my son!
Broncos will line up for the 2-point
All right, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. So the newly found lead stays where it is, and now I'd expect to see them just boot this away and prevent any type of return.
Yeah, this is where you love a kicker with a big old leg. Don't even let them return it. The squib kick can be dangerous. I think that was the play, Kate, like 20 years ago. But the QBs today and how quickly they move the ball, just send this one through the end zone.
to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Allen to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
Bo knows wins, I guess. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.
Thanks everyone for watching. Like, thumbs up, medium light skin tone, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand, medium light skin tone.